One of the most frequently asked questions I hear is, how much should I spend on marketing? Well, there's a great answer for that, and I would just say that it depends. This is Ron Wojciechowski with Beach House Consulting, and today I want to talk about marketing budgets. Most businesses come up with a marketing strategy. That's not news. And quite often the strategy has a cost attached to it. Still not news. However, what is the right amount to spend on that marketing? Well, it depends. In a sales-driven business, quite often we are taught that about 10% is a good marketing budget. But boy, that's a sliding scale, because when you first start out, you don't have any revenue coming in. So 10% of nothing is nothing. And in the beginning of your business, chances are your marketing is you, your cell phone, your email, and wherever you can meet people to talk, introduce yourself, make relationships, and create business. So quite often the first marketing budget first year is probably zero. Now, if you have a product to sell or something different, you may consider different margins for the message of your marketing and where your distribution channels are going to be. But there's still freebies out there, and you can use all the different social media platforms, and again, use all the free stuff. But once you've exhausted everything free, and your business has lift and leverage and proven revenue, that's a really good time to look at 10%. And if your sales were 100 grand, that might suggest a marketing budget of $10,000 or about $800 a month. What would you do with that? Well, it's about $200 a week. And when you get really granular, that $200 a week, is that the best use of your money to spend $200 a week on some marketing vehicle? So that $200 a week, we want to make sure that we're getting the best use of that $200, because let's face it, if it's an ineffective strategy, you're better off to keep the $200 in your pocket than to spend it on something that just isn't going to work. And starting with the end in mind, I would want to be pretty certain that my hard-earned profits, because that's what they are, you're redistributing your profits into a marketing vehicle in search of new profits. So you're going to look at anywhere from a 3 to 10x return. If you invest $200, you probably want somewhere between $600 and $2,000 proven return. And that will take time. So you may not know if your strategy is working for 6 months or a year. That's a little scary. So if you're going to invest $200 a week or $10,000 a year or something like that, about 6 months into it, you may not see all the results that you're hoping for, and now you're in no man's land. Do I continue to spend that money, or do I stop it? Most people cut it short, and here's where it gets tricky. They often quit when they're on the verge of success with a marketing plan, because those impressions take time to take root. And not everybody that sees your marketing strategy that day is ready to purchase your service or your whatever your business is that day. It may take a while to plant that seed. You know, in the real estate business, people might be looking a year or so in advance. So you may not know for a while if that strategy is working for you. If it's if you're selling these, glasses for people who can't see too good, or pens, your return cut might be more noticeable, more instant. But you're going to have to keep feeding that monster, keep it going, because it will have a shorter life cycle. Just understand that if you start something, you really need to finish it. If you only intend to do it for a couple of months, you're best not starting. So when it comes to marketing budget, in the beginning, start with zero, use all the free stuff, and when you have proven revenue, look at 10%. And then use an effective strategy for a long term to make sure that the marketing has enough time to give you the proven result. About a year from down the road, what you're likely to find, it's bringing back 2 to 3 times that money, maybe even better. 10x is the golden standard. And if you got $200 out there, I'd love to see $2,000 coming back for you. And if you stick with it, you're likely to find that. It's Ron Wojciechowski with Beach House Consulting.